Alright, we have a steering pump here. This is off of a E36 325 IS 1993. This is a Luke brand, and I did order the rebuild kit off of the part number off of the realoem.com. However, when I received it, looks like some of the O-rings or some of the parts does not match to what I have. There are a few different type of steering pump out there for E36. I'll go through it, see what I could replace and what I can't. Originally, when I removed this from the car, this was working, everything was fine, except we had a little bit of leak from this connection right here. Might have to add some seal there, and we'll see how it goes. So let's go through this disassembly and then assembly of the E36 steering pump. There are four bolts. They're 13 millimeter. It's holding the bracket to the pump. Also on the back side, we have the bracket and also this bracket, which we have two longer bolts on this side with spacer. Keep in mind. So on the tach side, we have shorter bolts. Bracket is positioned this way, and on the back side where we don't have the tag, we do have the longer bolts, spacers, and mounting plates both sides. So shorter bolts, washer on both ends, and longer bolts, we have the bolt, washer, the bracket, spacer, and the nut. All right, so this is open now. I'm going to take this bracket out. So we have the pump open, the spring loaded, so we have that spring. I'll put all the parts aside. The rebuild kit, this O-ring was not the same size, so I'm just gonna keep that as is. And on this end, we have one O-ring there. I'm gonna replace that, and then the main O-ring, I'm going to replace that as well, which is sitting right here. This was where the leak was coming from. Let's get a picker. Keep in mind the direction you take off. So here we got all these plates, so make sure you don't lose them. And there's a retainer ring that's holding this whole thing, so I'm gonna have to take that out, and the O-ring here. All right. Okay, this thing comes out. Could keep all the plates together like that, and this thing comes out. So there's another think I could replace here. I have the part. I'm gonna list the part number. So the part number that I have, it comes with all of this component, the O-rings, retainer, small O-ring. So I'm gonna use this seal. We take that seal out, O-ring, one O-ring, and probably reuse the old retainer. And get your stop looped. I'm using the power steering oil to lube up this here. Alright. This retainer is the tricky part. Be careful, this will fly if you're not careful. Also, when I took it out, it looks like I sort of damaged this, so I'll try to put it in and bend everything back. So we have two dowels here. Make sure we put in the right place. That goes on this holes. One here. One here. And then this goes here. I'll just keep them. So make sure this lines up with this. So that will be just like this. Before you do that, make sure you put your spring. Spring goes first, and then this. So that disassembly is set. I'll just use a clamp to keep this in place till I put the bolts in. Alright, I'm sure we're putting this right. This side is the longer bolt. The washer, the bolt on one side, spacer, and the bracket on the other side, and the nut. Alright, so this is all done. We're going to go ahead and get this a little bit more tight. I do have new crush washer for this. Again, I'm going to put the part number there. You have two different sizes. This is a larger gold, so get larger crush washer. It's going to be two, one for here and one for the connection that goes in between. This is the smaller one. Two. Now that's the pulley on. Alright, so it's been rebuilt and everything looks like it's fine. Got new crush washer, and now we're going to put it back in the car. you.